Somewhere along the way, we learned how to connect, but forgot how to relate.
Confucius believed harmony in relationships begins not with others, but with ourselves.
In a world of noise, stress, and emotional confusion, his wisdom feels more necessary than ever. Stay with us and discover the forgotten secret to lasting relationships.
Confucius said, "To understand love and harmony, you must first understand your own heart. All wisdom begins there." Master, people speak of love constantly, yet their homes are full of conflict. What did Confucius really teach about love?
For Confucius, love is Ren, or humaneness. It is not just emotion, it is how your heart chooses to treat every being.
Ren appears in small gestures: patience, kindness, respect.
Words do not prove love, but by how we move in ordinary moments.
Confucius said, "Ren is loving others." But he also warned, without order inside ourselves, love becomes chaos and pain. Is that why so many relationships feel exhausting? People care, yet still wound each other deeply and repeatedly.
Yes, Confucius saw that love without Li, proper conduct, becomes a storm.
Li is how we speak, listen, apologize, and keep boundaries. It turns raw feeling into harmony instead of constant conflict.
In family, Confucius placed Ren at the center and Li around it. A warm heart guided by clear, respectful behavior. So if I truly love my parents or partner, it is not enough to feel devotion. I must show it correctly every day.
Exactly. Love is a verb in Confucian teaching. It appears as listening fully, speaking carefully, honoring promises, and bearing responsibility.
In Xiao, filial piety, love is expressed through daily service.
But Confucius was not blind. He knew families can hurt us too. Harmony is not blind obedience. It must be rooted in sincerity.
What if a family member is harsh or cold? Am I still expected to endure everything in the name of harmony? Confucius taught loyalty with righteousness, not blindness. You preserve respect, but you may also set firm, gentle boundaries for your heart.
Sometimes Li means stepping back instead of shouting back. Withdrawing your anger is also a form of wise, protective love. Confucius said, "The noble person is cautious in speech." In relationships, many wounds are created not by feeling, but by careless words.
I have spoken in anger, Master. Even when I apologize later, the words remained in their hearts like hidden thorns. True love sometimes chooses restraint. Not every truth must be thrown like a stone. Some truths are better lived quietly.
Confucius also saw that love begins with how you treat yourself. Without inner order, you bring confusion into every relationship.
When I feel lost or unworthy, I cling too tightly to others. Is this what Confucius would call disorder within myself? He taught self-cultivation first. Align your thoughts, emotions, and actions.
Then your love becomes a gift, not a desperate demand.
Daily quiet reflection is a Confucian practice. You ask, did I harm? Did I help? Did I honor? This shapes your heart for real harmony. Confucius spoke of 3 levels: governing yourself, governing your family, then governing the world. Love travels in that order. So if I cannot listen kindly at home, my compassion for strangers is incomplete?
Exactly. Public kindness without private integrity is a mask. Confucius wanted hearts that are consistent in the kitchen and the marketplace. Ren, without honesty, turns into performance.
True harmony is when the gentleness you show others also reaches your own household. Confucius also warned against selfish desire in relationships. When we love only to be fulfilled, we secretly turn others into objects.
But Master, How can we love without wanting anything in return? Confucius did not ask us to erase desire, only to refine it, to shift from what can I take to how can I care.
Immature love asks to be filled. Mature love asks to protect, to support, to help the other become more fully themselves.
This is why respect is central. Confucius said, "In friendship, speak sincerely and guide gently."
I have laughed at friends to feel powerful. Only later did I see their eyes dim, even as their mouths smiled. Ren requires awareness of invisible wounds. Words can humiliate the heart. Li tells us, do not build your joy on another's shame. Confucian love is courageous. It stands beside the vulnerable, even when mockery would be easier and more popular. In marriage, Confucius emphasized mutual duty, each person holding themselves to a standard that protects the dignity of the other.
So harmony in a home is not produced by one person serving endlessly, but by both hearts practicing Ren and Li together?
Yes. One-sided sacrifice breeds resentment. Confucian harmony is reciprocal.
Each person asking, how can I lighten your burden today? No.
When each gives a little more than they take, relationships become like flowing water, balanced, fair, and refreshing.
Confucius said love begins with seeing others as human before seeing them as useful. Harmony is impossible until this shift happens. When relationships feel heavy, it is usually because we try to change others before changing our own hearts. Confucius taught that Ren, humaneness, is the courage to stay kind even when your emotions wish to harden.
Love fails not because people lack affection, but because they lack the discipline of compassion. When you respond with calm instead of reaction, you raise the entire relationship into a finer harmony. Why do we lose harmony so quickly, even with those we love most? Because closeness exposes our unhealed parts. Conflict isn't love failing, it's love inviting us to grow.
Confucius said, do not demand perfection, seek sincerity. This alone softens many storms. A relationship built on sincere intention survives far more than one built on flawless behavior. When the heart is humble, even a painful conversation becomes a doorway instead of a wall.
Confucius taught Li graceful conduct because love needs structure just as music needs rhythm.
Without respectful behavior, affection collapses. Love must be lived, not only felt.
Speak gently, listen fully, honor the other. These rituals hold relationships together. Master, can harmony exist when two people see the world differently? Yes. Harmony is not sameness. Harmony is different notes agreeing not to compete. When we insist on winning, we lose the relationship. When we seek understanding, both hearts win. Confucius called this harmonious balance, the art of yielding without disappearing.
A strong person does not overpower. A strong person brings peace where there was conflict.
When you cultivate inner stability, you stop demanding others to carry your storms.
The more peaceful you become within, the more naturally you create peace around you. This is Confucius' true teaching on love.
Confucius taught that love does not begin with passion, but with responsibility toward another human life.
Ren is not feeling alone, Taffin. It is the courage to treat another person as fully human.
So love, for Confucius, is not emotion first. It is character.
Yes. Emotion without character collapses. Love survives only when shaped by virtue.
Li teaches us how love behaves when words fail, through tone, timing, and respect. Is that why relationships fail today? Because behavior has lost meaning.
Without Li, intention becomes noise. Without Ren, structure becomes cruelty. Confucius believed harmony is not agreement or a pawn. It is balance among differences.
So conflict is not failure. Missus of it is?
Correct. Harmony grows when dignity is preserved, even in disagreement.
In families, Confucius warned, love dies when respect collapses into familiarity.
That explains why closeness sometimes breeds resentment.
Ren asks, how would I wish to be treated if I were vulnerable? Li asks, how shall I act so others feel safe, not diminished?
This makes love a daily discipline, not a feeling. Confucius said cultivation replaces impulse with wisdom. Modern love asks, what do I get? Confucius asks, who do I become?
So harmony begins with self-regulation, not control of others.
Yes. One who governs the self brings peace wherever they stand. This is Confucius's quiet truth. Love endures where character leads. Confucius taught that harmony begins not with others, but with how we govern our own heart. When love is guided by responsibility and behavior shaped by care, human bonds stop breaking.
Confucius taught that harmony begins within and flows outward into every relationship, every choice, every life. To explore the full series on Confucius wisdom, click the link in the description and walk the path of harmony with us.
If this video touched your heart, subscribe. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom in the 7-book Rumi collection by Dr. Farid Mostaman. Whether you seek healing, love, clarity, or growth, these teachings will guide you inward to the truth of who you are.